everyone, and welcome into our 2018 Miami football position breakdown. I'm Steve Baker. Head coach Chuck Martin joins me as the RedHawks get ready for that September 1st opener against Marshall here at Yeager Stadium. And Coach, we'll take it position by one at a time, and we'll talk offense first. So let's begin with the quarterbacks. Obviously, Gus Ragland is back. That gives you a world of experience and leadership on that position.
Yeah, obviously Gus has played tons of winning football for us over the last couple of years, and not only has been a great player with his legs, with his arm, but been a great leader, as you allude to, with his intensity, his passion for the game, his love to compete, his love to be in big moments. So that's big, not only having him out there as a great player, but having him out there as a great leader.
Absolutely. And you have solid backups there, as you have A.J. Meyer behind there, a true freshman. You've got several other players back there. Of course, the transfer Alec Mazzone is back there as well.
Yeah, well, obviously we got Jackson Williamson coming back, who's a redshirt freshman at this point, and Jackson has grown physically the last few months, mentally the last few months, has really done a nice job. He's planning on being the backup. We brought in Alex Malzone, a transfer from Michigan, grad transfer, tremendous high school football, three-time state champion. We tried to recruit him out of high school. Obviously, he ended up going to Michigan. That's why we didn't get him. And so we're excited to have him, to add him in the mix. We only had 3 quarterbacks coming in, so we had to have four kids on our roster. And then A.J. Meyer, the all-state, state player of the year out of the state of Kentucky, who is a dominant football player. So we really feel obviously great about having Gus and his experience back, but really feel good about those other 3 kids competing for that number 2 spot.
Jackson is one of those kids that really came along last year. I mean, didn't really get in the lineup much, but you could see his progress, certainly in practice all season long.
Yeah, he loves football. He's a crazy hardworking kid. He's crazy committed. He's a great leader. He has all the intangibles at that position you're looking for. And then obviously him and Gus were the only 2 guys here this spring, so he got the lion's share of the work and really improved. So he's excited. He knows there's other good players, and that's kind of where our program's at. That there's good starters, but there's good backups, and there's a lot of competition everywhere.
Health is always an issue at that position. You want to keep your starter healthy, but how do you feel your backups are as ready in case something should happen with Gus?
Yeah, well, obviously Alex and AJ have never taken a snap in a practice here, so they're a long ways away from getting ready to go. Obviously, Jackson's never taken a snap in a game, so we've worked hard in the offseason this summer, but really, obviously, fall camp, we gotta get cranking and get these guys ready. If Gus does go down for any length of time, that somebody steps in and we don't skip a beat.
What do you have to accomplish with this group between now and September 1st?
Well, basic experience for the backups. That's the biggest thing. Get Gus sharp and ready to go. Keep Gus healthy, but then also sort out who's going to be the number 2, who's going to be the number 3, and then get them prepared to play in games. Because typically, you get through a 13-game season, it's very difficult for your starter to take every snap at any level of football, just the way it is. So you have to have quality backups at every position, but particularly the quarterback position.
Coach, thank you. Appreciate it. Coming up in our next position preview in a couple of days here, we'll talk about the offensive line.